Hi, Vaqueros. We're glad that you're interested in the Writing Center and what we can do for you. Here at UTRGV, we have a great set of tutors who are willing to help you with your planning, your reflecting, your citing, and everything in between. So let's get into what the Writing Center is and what we can do to help you. So we do provide peer feedback on your school assignments and on your personal writing. So as graduate students, it's very likely that you might have sort of ambitions to perhaps gain scholarships, right, to fund what you're doing. So, we're not limiting your feedback to just your assignments. If you want to write a good scholarship essay to score that funding, we can help you with that personal writing as well. And ultimately, our goal is to help you become a better and more efficient communicator, a critical thinker, and an independent learner. So we like to provide the resources so that for the future, you have that confidence in your writing that you can do it on your own. Of course, we are always here as your backup, as your support, but we like to help you become independent writers. So how can we help? We like to help you with generating ideas at all stages of the writing process. So if you just don't know where to begin with your writing, if you have a sort of ambition to write, but you don't know where do you even start, we can help you with the brainstorming process. So you don't have to come into the Writing Center with an essay for us to look at together. You can come in with the Writing Center saying, hey, this is what I want to write about, but I have no idea how to start. And we can help you get that kind of outlined, and we can bounce ideas off of each other and figure out where to go from here. We want to help you gain a better understanding of content and structure in your writing. So a lot of times people think of Writing Center revision as a conversation about grammar, a conversation about typos and things like that. But there's so much more in the revision process to be talked about. We have content, right? So are you sticking to your main idea? Are you getting your point across clearly? Does your structure support the clarity of this issue? And things like that. So definitely we have a great kind of support system for you when you're trying to figure out, am I making sense? Am I getting my point across? And things like that. We can help you with research topics and how you can use reliable resources. So obviously, this is something as graduate students that you're going to encounter very often, right? The opportunity to do research and to write out that research. You want credible papers, right, to turn in. So how can you find those credible sources? We can walk you through that. We can help you look for the right resource for you. And of course, with that comes citing. So citing can be a tricky thing, right? We want to avoid plagiarism, especially in the very difficult process of accumulating so much research, right? You have so many different sources. Citing can be very tricky. There's a lot to keep an eye out for. So we can help you with correctly formatting those citations, keeping track of those citations, and so on. And of course, we like to help implement revision strategies for independent learning. So like I said, we're not going to just point out errors to you. We're going to tell you, we're going to give you an in-depth explanation as to what patterns we see in your writing and how you might be able to catch this pattern on your own the next time. That way, you don't ever have to feel like you're receiving feedback that doesn't help you with your future writing. And of course, we want to help you raise confidence in your writing. So there's no such thing as a perfect writer, but there is a definite encouragement that we have for you to feel confident in your ability to write, so we can help you get there. So we do offer a variety of services. We have online asynchronous consultations. We have Zoom synchronous sessions, and we have and we have listed that we can help you plan your assignment. This is something I mentioned previously with brainstorming, but we also, now that the campus is back open, we can accept you for walk-in appointments and appointments that you set ahead of time so that you can actually come into the Writing Center and deal with a tutor in person. So let's kind of talk about the benefits of the different types of sessions and what they might look like. So with our online asynchronous session, you're receiving feedback typically within 48 hours. So the perks of this is that you may not have the time to sit down and make an appointment. Maybe you're doing grad school on top of your job, and the idea of making an appointment somewhere in the 9 to 5 window to come sit in the Writing Center or to schedule a Zoom session is just unrealistic for you. That doesn't mean that you don't get to have the perks of the Writing Center available to you. So you can send in your paper, we try to respond within 48 hours, and then you have the opportunity to kind of review it at your own pace. You have that flexibility available to you. So that's a really great option for those individuals who have that sort of tight schedule that you know, they can't necessarily take the time to come into the Writing Center. Alternatively, we have our Zoom sessions as well as our walk-in / appointments that are made in the Writing Center. And this is something that's by appointment, right? So it's less flexible. You have to kind of commit to a time during the day, but there are so many perks, right, to having that opportunity to talk one-on-one with a tutor, because we get to directly address you and your essay, and we can answer your questions. So if you have something that you specifically want to talk about, or you specifically don't understand in our feedback, then you can have that opportunity to ask right then and there and get that immediate response back. And it can be really beneficial in that sense. So of course, we do recommend all of our session options, but it's based on you and your availability and what works best for your convenience. So next, let's talk about our peer tutors. So we have a very diverse set of students that come from undergraduate and graduate backgrounds. So if you are a graduate student and you're concerned that perhaps an undergraduate peer tutor might not be fully comprehensive of the things that you're going through, don't worry about that. We do have plenty of graduate tutors who are available to talk you through anything that you might need as they're also going through it. We come from a wide range of majors, so I think a common misconception with the Writing Center is that we are all English majors, but that's very much not the case. I've seen tutors who are engineering, who are biology, etc. So don't worry, wherever you are on the spectrum of majors, we have someone who can address you and who can address your concerns and be aware of the kind of things that you might be encountering in your writing. We do encourage all of our tutors to get CRLA certification. So they're at different levels of CRLA certifications, but it's a certification that enables them to be better tutors for you. This certification means that they have to go through trainings every single week to help you in making their feedback clear. So they all have that sort of extra boost of knowledge that they can use to help you with your needs. And we do have bilingual tutors. So if you're someone who feels perhaps not very confident in English, or just needs someone who can kind of go back and forth with you in Spanish to English, then we do have tutors who are available who can speak both languages. So you don't need to worry about any of that. So now that we've had the opportunity to tell you about our services, about our tutors, and what we want to do for you, I do encourage you to reach out. We have our webpage here. This is where you can make any of the appointments that you want to, or send in your feedback asynchronously. So that is the webpage that you'll need. If you have any questions about anything we have covered today, please reach out to us via email or call us at our phone number that we have listed here. And I do encourage everyone to check out our social media pages, as they are a great resource. We try to put out weekly resources, tips, tricks on writing. So it's a great little thing to check out. So best of luck, vaqueros, and we're looking forward to seeing you at the Writing Center. Goodbye.